Okay, so I'm going to give the eye a little rest, and I'm going to jump right into highlight and contour now. One huge thing that a lot of people don't really understand is undertone. Because for those of you that are advanced, did you guys go over undertones?
Yes.
The olive undertones, the reddy undertones? Looking at Becky? What undertone do you think she is?
Pink.
Yellow. Pink.
Are you looking at her face or are you looking at her décolleté?
Yellow.
It's always better to look at this color. You want to bring this color up. You don't want to bring this color down. The best thing to do, because especially when models take like for photography or just when you're in film, it looks weird. It looks like you're a lollipop head. So this is the color you want to bring up. Now, I know you guys see pink here, but I'm seeing more of a yellow here. So looking at my colors, automatically I'm going to eliminate these two colors because these two colors are from the light palette. They're too pink for her. So I'm going to go more towards these. How many of you guys question in your head, that's all you get? Right? You're expecting like big bottles of foundation, but no. This stuff will last you a very, very long time. You only need this much for the whole face. Okay, sometimes you don't underestimate the power of high pigmentation. Okay, because if you scoop out a bunch, put it to the face, you're just like, oh my god, what the hell did I do? It's too much. Now, just to kind of break it down a little bit.
I noticed with some of my creams, they're just really thick.
They're really thick, so break it down.
And what did you break it down with?
This is MAC Cosmetics oil.
So that'll make your foundations last longer too if you keep cutting them a little bit.
Yeah.
So concentrated.
Yeah. Less is more. Okay. If I'm going to be using a cream foundation for mature skin, I'm going to break it down a lot. And I do want the oils. Poise does have a vitamin E oil, which I need to buy it. But they work the same. If you don't have oils, that's okay. You can even break foundations down with moisturizer.
Did we do the highlight already?
I'm just doing a base color.
Oh, okay.
And then I will bump it up. So now, little by little, even makeup artists that are well respected in the industry have been using Poise. So you can see Poise being used on TV. You can see Poise being used in film.
Do you custom blend for foundation, or is it already?
I just wanted to see how the base color alone will look. I noticed just a little bit more yellowness, but that's okay because I'm going to go in and add some highlight, which is going to cancel out a little bit of the yellow and put a little bit of pink. So I'm going to neutralize her.
So how do you know if the quality of makeup is poor?
Good question. When I first started to do makeup, roughly 10 years ago, I was using, what was it? I think it was Modern Basic, which is a private label. It's okay for beginning when you're going to be practicing, but once I started actually getting gigs where it was being photographed with HD, high quality cameras, you see it. You see it in camera, definitely. The naked eye doesn't see what the camera sees. The camera sees everything.
It does look perfect on the camera right now. I'm going to turn it around so you can see.
Oh, that's just me. But no, it does photograph really well. And actually, I just did a campaign for the next Poise collection, and it was photographed beautifully. And it lasts all day. Poor makeup will fall out. Poor makeup will transfer.
And then it shines. If it's poor, it shines on the camera like a light bulb. Because I do camera work all the time.
If there's one thing I like to spend a lot of time on, it's the actually skin. Eyeshadow should be minutes. With the skin, I will take my time. So sorry. In the multitasking palette, in the student version, we do have a color cream corrector called Highlight. So I'm going to be putting that, applying it to I love using this ring light a lot, especially above the head, because you can see how the light touches the natural high planes of the cheekbones, the center of the forehead, everywhere where you need to put highlight. And then, for the contour, I'm just going to be using a deeper shade in the foundations just to get into her natural depths. And you can see her natural depths because with the light, you see light here. Natural depth, you see it automatically. Okay, so using the light, I see that light hitting her cheekbone right here. So I'll punch that in. Okay, you guys see it a lot more emphasized.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys do have to be careful when it comes to highlight and contour. You can highlight and contour to enhance your natural features, or you can use highlight and contour to change your features totally.
So that's a cream highlighter?
This is the corrector color.
That's a corrector.
Uh-huh.
You mean that it's a highlight?
Yeah. So mainly,
Powder?
when we discuss facial shapes in highlight and contour day, what shape do you think she would be considered?
Oval.
Oval? She's a little bit of both. From ear to ear, up here, she has more of an oval shape, but she is a little bit more round down here, so you have to be very careful with the highlight. I'm going to try and highlight just in the center of the face to take attention away from out here. I'm going to be concentrating more contour to diminish it. And then you do see people highlighting beneath here. If I do that to her, it's just going to open up her cheek again. So everyone is custom. Whatever you see on Instagram doesn't make it automatically correct, the right way to do things. So I'm just going to wipe off the remaining product, and then I'm just going to keep dabbing and working the product into the skin. I don't really like using sponges unless I absolutely have to. Sponges are porous. It takes away product. I like using dual fiber brushes. It's not absorbing anything.
So you said that you do like some of the sponges. What do you use them for?
If I feel like I applied too much foundation, I will take away with the sponge as opposed to wiping off. But then sometimes too, I do like using the OG guys, original, to get into the corners. Okay, so you see I've worked the highlight into the skin already. Do you guys notice a difference as opposed to when I first applied it?
Will you say again why you chose the areas that you highlighted?
Because with the natural light hitting the natural high planes, that's where I always apply.
So let's say someone's working without this ring light.
Oh,
Then
good luck. I really don't like to use the strategy of, you guys have seen the whole Kim Kardashian triangle?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing that, but sometimes if there's no light, I will have to do that.
What is that?
Like you create a triangle with your highlight, and then you just blend it in.